Oh, hi! I am so glad you're here. Blue and I were just about to read a story. Do you want to have a story time with us? Great! Blue picked out this story all by herself. Ready? Okay, let's go. Once upon a time.
Everything is silly in Silly Town. Instead of mooing, the cows
Tweet, 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 tweet.
they tweet. Isn't that silly? Instead of tweeting, the birds That's super silly. And instead of setting, the sun wanted to stay up all night long. She sang,
I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy.
If the sun didn't go to bed, then no one could go to bed. So something had to be done. But what? Luckily, a very smart puppy named Blue had a very silly idea. She asked the sun to cartwheel with her to the top of the highest mountain. And the sun said,
I'd love to. This will be easy because I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy.
I wonder what happens next.
It was pretty silly to cartwheel up such a high mountain. And it was even sillier because the mountain was ticklish. The mountain laughed and laughed. They cartwheeled all the way up to the tippy, tippy top. Aha! Whew! We made it! Even after cartwheeling up the highest mountain, the sun still wasn't sleepy.
I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy.
So Blue had another silly idea. She asked the sun to hop with her down the other side of the mountain. That's a lot of hopping, but okay. Oh, I mean, I'm not sleepy.
Let's go.
So Blue and the sun hopped down the other side of the mountain. They hopped over a moose taking a bath.
Hey!
They hopped over a frog who was tap dancing. They even hopped over a singing hippopotamus.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
How silly is that? Wow! Wow!
I don't know how much more I can hop.
They hopped all the way down to the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, finally.
Even after hopping all the way down the mountain, the sun still said she wasn't sleepy.
I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy.
So Blue had another silly idea. She asked the sun to dance with her in a field of wildflowers.
Well, I'm not sleepy. So let's dance.
As stars started to appear in the sky, they made the most beautiful twinkling sound. Listen. As the sun danced around, listening to the stars' music and smelling the sweet flowers, she couldn't help but feel a little sleepy.
I'm not sleepy, I'm not sleepy, I'm maybe a little sleepy.
Finally, The sun had gone to bed, and Sillytown was dark and quiet. The birds were asleep in their nests. The cows were asleep in the barn.
Tweet, tweety, tweet.
And Blue returned home to snuggle up into her bed and have sweet, silly dreams.
The end.
You can ask your parents to subscribe to Nick Jr.'s Blues Clues and You YouTube channel for new videos every week.